Okay, welcome back everyone to another Metalstorm video. Today I'm going to be showing you a 1v1, well technically a 1v2 I had with a subscriber and his friend. Now this isn't necessarily going to be a video where I teach you something new, but if you do end up learning something new from this video, that's awesome. If I showed you everything, it would be a much longer video, about an hour or so, and that's a lot of talking for me to do. So I'll just be showing you guys a few matches. I think I'll upload all of it some other time, but for now, here's this bit. I'm gonna speed it up from here because Isaac here, his friend was in a match, so we had to wait for him. I'll just speed it up so you guys don't have to wait. His friend does eventually end up joining, and we talk for a bit and start the match. I think Isaac was having some internet troubles, so he couldn't start right away. I think I'll just make a cut here to when the match begins. Alright, so it's a 1v2. I'm in the MiG-23. Isaac is in the A4, and the Sing, I think that's how you say that, is in his J35. Initially, I thought of going into the center and just firing at them with the gun, but that obviously wouldn't be a smart move. It's two of them, is one of me. I'm in a light fighter. It shred me pretty quickly, so I decided to go and gain some altitude. MiG-23 is pretty fast, and if I play this right and they decide to climb after me, that's a free kill. So here I see Sing coming over, and I dive towards him. I'm going really fast, so I just shred him and fly right by. Isaac isn't able to catch me because I'm moving so fast, and I decide that I'm going towards the health pickup. I lost a bit of health, so I'm gonna regain that at the pickup. And immediately I decide to climb once again, because speed is the name of the game here. It's the only advantage I got, really. I think the A4 can outturn the MiG-23. I'm not exactly sure, but I didn't want to take any chances. And there you can see that he shreds me quite easily. I made the mistake of turning back into him too early. So this time, I decided to go high once again. It worked the first time, should work this time, right? I gain some altitude and start looking for them. I can see Isaac down there in the center. Haven't yet spotted Sing. And I see that they're both in the center, and I dive straight down towards Sing, shred him as I go by, and we collide mid-air. A kill is a kill. I was trying to get the repair pickup, but I couldn't make that turn, not in the MiG-23. Maybe if I was in a delta wing, I could use delta wing braking. So I decided to go high once again, despite my low health. And I saw that Isaac was behind me. He was following me, right? I figured out last time that recommitting too early was going to be bad. So I decided to gain some more speed, go a little higher, and then I do a slow turn. Because he's going to bleed speed a lot faster than I will, right? And if he has no speed, he can't maneuver. And that's what I need. I think at the time the servers were a bit glitchy. They were having some problems, some connectivity issues, so that's why it was stuttering just now. Just taking some shots, they fall short. So I'm just keeping my altitude, not committing too early. And once I can see him stalling, I flip the nose around and dive on top of him. And there you go. That's a kill. So we're 1-1 so far. And this is the last match. I use the same strategy, going high. And I think in this one, Singh ended up having some connection issues and crashed early on. So it ended up being a 1v1 between me and Isaac. I've gotten really high and now I'm just looking for them. I can see Isaac over there, presumably searching for me. This is one of the things you can't really do in a live match, because if you go this high, then everyone will be firing at you. So you don't always get to use the aircraft to its fullest capabilities, right? Look at the MiG-23. It does exceptionally well at high altitudes, but you don't ever really see many players coming this high. In the setting of a live match, it would be counterintuitive for you to come this high because you're just making yourself a target, right? It wouldn't be a smart decision. But in this scenario where we have missiles turned off and it's guns only, we can do whatever we want, use up all of this 3D space. You can explore the map, do whatever you want. Back to the fight, I can see Isaac down there in the center. So I create some distance and start turning to commit. I can see it looks like he's starting to climb. So I take advantage of the opportunity and I commit to a 1 circle. Because I know he's slow, I can whip my nose around faster. And there you go. Good game to you, Isaac and Singh. And as you saw, I won that by not using brute force or just throwing myself at them, but actually using some strategy. The MiG-23 in particular is a very fast aircraft and it excels at high altitude, so we use that to our advantage. If you remember what I said in my How to Dogfight video, I mentioned playing to your advantage, right? Never fight fair is what I mentioned in the video. And this is a prime example of that. You don't want to fight and give your opponent the advantage. You want them to fight your fight. And if I remember correctly, both the J-35 and A4 can turn a lot faster than the MiG-23. So I wasn't going to win any turn fights with them. So that would have been a bad idea. And you can see I use the one advantage I did have, which was speed and altitude. I used what we call a boom and zoom tactic, and that allowed me to win against both of them. In a previous match between me and Isaac, he actually taught me something very valuable that I didn't really use before. Because as I said, live matches don't really permit you to use all of the aircraft's capabilities. He taught me to use altitude to my advantage, right? We were both flying F4s, no stress turning, guns only, and he won because he had both the speed and altitude advantage. He was able to maintain his ideal turn speed, and I wasn't. I was constantly turning, using my afterburner fuel, and he retained much of his energy in his turns because he just had the altitude to trade for speed. And yeah, I implemented that as you saw in the MiG-23 match, and yeah, it worked out pretty well. Here we're just talking about the match and what happened. He's saying I was so fast and he wasn't able to catch me. And I was telling him that if he stayed near the center where all the stone walls were, it would have been a lot harder for me. And he also mentions here that the tactic I used was mostly for 1v1s, because obviously you can't really do that in a live match. You get missile spam to all hell. So yeah. So here I'm going to show you guys another match that I had with them. And this time I chose the MiG-19. Isaac also invited another friend of his, Blackhawk, to the match, and we had another 1v2. Alright, so once again we have Isaac in his A4 and Blackhawk in his F14. The MiG-19 is a very agile light fighter, so I decided that going 2-circle will probably be my best chance at winning against them. 2-circle or doing head-ons, because the gun on the MiG-19 is quite powerful. So if I can catch any one of them in a head-on, ideally Blackhawk in the F14, that would be great. I spot him here, and I go for it, and I shred him immediately. No problems there. Now it's a 1v1 between me and Isaac. I notice that he's diving, so I quickly dive as well, because I know it would be a lot more difficult for him to get a gun solution. He takes some shots and they fall just short. I immediately reverse my turn into a 2-circle. That's a nose to tail fight, chasing his tail. And I narrowly miss my shots. The mistake that Isaac made here was continuing in the 2-circle. What he should have done was go vertical and gain some altitude, because I would be a lot slower. I wouldn't be able to follow that. But he continues in the 2-circle with me, which I'll eventually win. The MiG-19 has a 39-degree turn rate. That's a lot more than I did before. So it would be a matter of time before I eventually close the gap. Having some connection issues, you can see the stuttering, but I'm fighting through it. Our circles misalign for a moment, and he almost gets guns on here, but I dip below the nose and continue turning. What actually happens here is that our circles have been misaligned in a way that puts us now in a 1-circle fight, I could have chosen to disengage and realign our circles, but I take this snapshot opportunity and shred him. The first round goes to me. After that round, I actually expected them to go on opposite sides and maybe pull off a pincer maneuver. So I didn't rush in immediately. I was waiting to see what they were planning to do. I'm looking around. I don't see them on the mini-map. And then I see Black Hawk pop up to my top right, and I go for a 2 circle. I get guns on immediately, but he flies behind terrain, makes it a little more difficult for me. And the connection became a little unstable here, so I missed my shots. Somehow I survived that. I thought I would crash, but it also seemed to have affected Blackhawk because he also crashes. And the match ends. So I assume Isaac also disconnected and crashed, which gave me the win. That's not how I would have wanted it to go, but yeah, the network screwed us over on that one. I don't consider this a valid win because they didn't get the opportunity to redeem themselves. Here I'm just asking what happened. He's saying his screen went dark and he couldn't see his instruments. With that being said, I do agree to do the match once more. Here we were just talking for a while, joking around. Isaac asked me what my next video was going to be. Yeah, stuff like that. So I'll just speed this up and you guys can skip to the timestamp that I'll put in the center of the screen. Okay, so this time we have Isaac in his A4 again, and Blackhawk in the F16 this time. I'm still flying the MiG-19. Same tactic as before. Ideally, we want to go 2 circle. That is where we have the highest advantage, so that's the fight that we are going to choose. I spot Isaac off to my top left and I decide to go low. Blackhawk flies right underneath and I barely dodge Isaac's incoming rounds as I make a turn here. I'm trying to use the terrain to my advantage as well. I quickly notice Blackhawk coming in from above and I barely jink those rounds. Blackhawk was coming in way too fast there and hits a wall and dies. So now it's back to a 1v1 with me and Isaac. He reverses his turn, which is a mistake there, and I get nose on, take a couple shots there, and he crashes. That was pure chaos. On to the second round, and let's hope they put up a much better fight this time. I can already see one of them just over the stone wall there. Looks like he's going high. Right here, I spot Black Hawk and immediately commit to a head-on. I don't think he expected me to come around that corner, so he reacted quite slowly there. I know that Isaac is off in the distance there, um, gaining some altitude. And there he is. So I counter by also diving, which gives him something to think about. Does he take the shot and risk crashing, or does he pull away? And he pulls away, and we commit to a two-circle fight after this pass. It's all downhill from here. As we've seen in the previous round, the MiG-19 will win this two-circle every time, unless I make a critical mistake. I already get nose on, take a couple shots, he reverses. And I pull him in, take a shot, and he's done. Well played by both of them. Ultimately, they did make quite a few mistakes. But yeah, good games, guys. Anyway, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, click that like button, subscribe to support the channel. Can we get to 500 subs by the end of February? That would be amazing. But yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.